Good morning and welcome to TVC Breakfast this Friday morning. My name is Etoma Edu.
Well, good morning, Nigeria. It's a very beautiful Friday morning. It's safe to say TGIF. Thank you for joining us. It's definitely going to be fantastic conversations we'll be having on the show this morning. You know how we do it. There is a lot to talk about. I am Ria Abdul, and of course, welcome to our show.
Absolutely. Thank God it's Friday. We're all happy that today is Friday, but then we're here to give you all the information that you deserve to know. I'm Ibrahim Shita. Good morning, guys.
All right. Good morning to gentlemen. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, there you are blessed amongst men.
She's flanked by two gentlemen.
Very, very blessed, I must say. Etoma, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm really fine.
Good. Ibrahim, how are you feeling this morning? Are you pumped up for the conversation?
Most definitely. It's always very insightful. Each time we have to talk about the newspapers, the topics, and issues that are happening around the world, especially what also comes up on trending now.
All right, we keep our fingers crossed for that. But anyway, Nigeria, once again, a very good morning. Now let me take you through what we will be discussing on the show this morning. We'll start with a banter where we'll talk about something that has to do with River State, so you definitely need to stay tuned for that one. And then we'll be taking you to the hospitals as we talk about healthcare and doctors in diaspora. That's a very, very important conversation. Later, we'll take you all the way to Abuja, where we'll be talking about the ballot voting that's going to be happening tomorrow. And later on, Ibrahim is going to give us everything that is trending in the world of social media and more. So do make sure you stay tuned for these conversations. Grab your cup of coffee and let's have a very fantastic show. Now we'll start with the story where the River State House of Assembly has halted its impeachment plans against Governor Siminalayi Fubara, sparing Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Odu as well, following a high-profile intervention by President Bola Tinubu. The motion to stop the impeachment was passed on Thursday in Port Harcourt, signaling a bid to restore peace after months of tension fueled by a power struggle with former Governor Nyesom Wike. Now, analysts say the decision is aimed to prevent further chaos in the state's governance. We have more details in this report.
Weeks after uncertainty over the fate of the administration, the coast now appears clear for the governor and his deputy to complete their tenure. The legislature's decision to step back from impeachment follows another round of intervention by President Bola Tinubu. All parties were reminded to honor earlier reconciliation agreements as a condition for lasting peace.
Members unanimously agreed to halt the impeachment process against the governor and deputy governor following the intervention of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Speaker also highlighted the terms of the agreement. Number one, which is that all previous agreements entered with the House and the governor will be kept by the governor, the deputy.
While the move is expected to ease political tensions in the state, lawmakers were quick to warn that any further breach of the 1999 Constitution would not be tolerated.
We also agreed that all infractions against the Constitution and laws of River State will be remedied, and that the governor and the deputy governor will not continue with any infringement on the Constitution and laws of River State, amongst other matters agreed upon, which there will be no need to give further details. But what is important is that we have agreed to hold the impeachment process. Those in favor.
The House noted that as a sign of commitment to peace, both sides have also filed notices to withdraw all pending impeachment-related cases before the courts. Uche Okoro, TVC News, Port Harcourt.
All right, so this is the conversation that we're going to be having this morning. I'll be starting with you, Etoma. We all saw everything that happened in, in River State, up to the point that, the president had to even declare a state of the nation in that state. There was a lot of hula baloo, if I'll put it in that way, a lot of unrest, ever since Governor Siminalayi Fubara, became governor of that state. We saw the political tension. And when we say that two elephants fight, who suffers? The people of River State were really suffering because in terms of projects were not being completed. The people could not really feel their governor because their governor governor was either having one issue or the other. But it seems like the president is always coming in to make sure that there's peace and tranquility. But I'm just hoping that this peace that he's set now is something that will stand the test of time, because oftentimes we've seen these people come together, but again, we see them go apart.
Yeah, so in fact, it was the second time that Mr. President has interceded between Nyesom Wike and Fubara. The third time, okay, good. The third time that he has done that. And if it is the third time, then I want to believe that it's the last time, because if I am Mr. President, I won't go there no more. It means that they don't have enough respect for me. If this truce fails, it means they don't have enough respect for me. My happiness is that this looks as if it will work. The people of Rivers State finally will get governance.
Yeah.
The State Assembly, from the body language and everything, were not too happy to announce the withdrawal of all the cases. And that takes me to the wisdom of the Chief Judge of Rivers State when he refused to step in, you know, or accept the impeachment move, citing very correct and legal stances for that. But all in all, the people of Rivers State should heave a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Because for once they are going to have governance, even though it's going to be short-lived, because the good chunk of the 4 years had gone all on one controversy or another. And now we have a very short time for Fubara to show governance, to do the things that he's supposed to do, why he was elected, and so on. If we want to, if you give me enough time, I'll take the whole 2 hours of the program to talk to you about this thing. But my happiness is that finally the people of River State are going to see a semblance of governance in that state.
And Ibrahim, when we say Yendeba, it seems like even with this, there are a lot of agreements that they need to keep up to, because, you know, you heard them saying that, you know, all the agreements that they've made are agreements that they need to hold forth with. But I just want to talk about governance in Rivers as well. You know, Simlai Fubara right now, he has the utmost responsibility to make sure that, you know, the people of Rivers now feel him as a governor. Because to be honest, I have a lot of friends in Rivers, and oftentimes they will say that, you know, nothing is going on because we don't even know what exactly our governor is doing. You know, we speak about budgeting as well, but now there seems to be some sort of peace. And again, Ibrahim, do you think that this peace is coming because, you know, Simlai Fubara is now with the APC? Because some people are also speaking about that.
Absolutely, it's not far-fetched. The fact that, you know, the crisis has started, you know, a long time ago. Now the president had to intercede or intervene, you know, or let's say intercede and intervene. Both things actually happened. You know, interceding on behalf of Simlai Fubara with the people, and intervening in order to mediate between, you know, both belligerent parties. We see Wike, you know, still holding strong, you know, standing strong in River State, because one thing is, if the impeachment proceedings, you know, was allowed to continue, then it means that River State will be thrown into further chaos. And then we'll see not just the governor will be impeached, the deputy governor would also be impeached, and that will now create crisis of who now takes over. Is it Amewule who is the speaker? And people say, is it because they want to be the de facto governor? That's the reason you push for this, you know. So one thing is, Fubara, as you said, has now defected to the APC. So it wouldn't make sense. So we can assume, safely assume, that because he was in the PDP, you know, he had hummings, words, side talks here and there from his erstwhile, you know, leadership in the PDP. But now that he's in the APC, the president, not because he's a mediator, not because he's benevolent, he's benevolent enough, but because River State is politically and economically strategic to Nigeria's governance and, of course, you know, the political milieu. So one thing is, if River State is thrown into chaos, not just economic problem will it create for Nigeria, it will also affect the calculus for the 2027 election for the APC. So they need River State that is in order. They need Rivers people. Simlai Fubara is also popular in River State. Nyesom Wike is also popular in River State. So if that house is divided, it's going to work against the APC, not just for the people, but politically, I mean, and economic-wise. And, you know, Etoma, just to, you know, highlight on this quickly, when we also talk about River State, we talk about oil and gas powerhouse, we talk about treasure base of the nation. So just having this kind of chaos in that kind of state will be a very big problem. I'm just hoping that right now, they said they halt the, you know, impeachment. They did not say they finally stopped it. They said halt. I'm just praying that we do not go back to it again.
You see, this thing takes me years back when Savannah Bank, I don't know if you remember, had that crisis. The people that, account holders in that bank were distraught, you know, and that would have been the situation if Mr. President had not intervened again and successfully this time. As Ibrahim said, it is a treasure belt of Nigeria. What gives us the most money as a country comes from there, and we need a lot of peace in that place so we can squeeze out the economic juice that
we just hope that it's not a piece of the graveyard.
A lot of peace we need there, and also for Simlai Fubara, he has a lot in his hands and he has a lot to prove to his people.